yeah, we're in X-Plane for the first time. It's going to be a bit of an experience. So far, yeah, I have acquired a copy of X-Plane. I haven't spent any other cents though. I've just got X-Plane. Everything else that you're going to see is freeware. And I guess a learning experience for everyone just like me who's come back into simming or come into simming for the first time because of the release of Microsoft Flight Sim. And obviously with being part of the streaming community, you realize that there's more to flight simming than Microsoft Flight Sim. There's you know, X-Plane and Prepared 3D making up probably the majority of the market, and especially before MSFS was released. So today's stream, yes, Abby, I'll ask you about that in a second. Yeah, so today's stream is I guess a first impressions, like for me, of X-Plane with freeware everything. The suppose another reason for me doing this is you would have seen on Sunday's stream I flew this was the one that I found linked off Vatpack's website, Abby, so following reputable recommendation, obviously. You would have seen on Sunday's stream that I flew the Bredock 3D 737 Max, and obviously, as with all Microsoft Flight Sim, looks great from the outside, but also, as with a lot of Microsoft Flight Sim, not so great on the inside, and the systems in that plane, and clearly the modeling of the cockpit is absolutely appalling. So, but it did give me a small taste of what flying a small Boeing would be like, and I thought, you know what? I'm trying to keep it simple, Abby. Qantas flight from Sydney to Melbourne. I doubt there'll be VATSIM, but I'll be on Unicom. And we'll just kind of see how it goes, I guess. So here we are, parked at, you're correct, Abby, we're at ISDG, YSSY, we're at Sydney Domestic Airport. In a Qantas 737-800. This is the Zibo mod, as you may have guessed, and we are gonna give it a shot, flying this Zibo mod 737 from Sydney to Melbourne. We're gonna observe the sunset, as I love to do in all streams, and see kind of how that looks. We're gonna take a look at this. We're gonna see fly through the sky, yes. We're gonna observe glitches like this 767 that appears to have had its landing gear collapse, and just kind of see what we can observe on this flight, and make some comments at the end, I guess, to see what I think of the experience of flying the Zibo mod in X-Plane. And also, I will say, like, well aware that X-Plane could probably be made to look better than this by spending money through X-Enviro, X-Vision, all those things that there are. But I haven't done that yet. We have to decide if this is something that I'm going to spend any money on, or if this is just something fun to learn to fly the 737. And after that, not spend any money on it, but you know, put the money into Microsoft Flight Sim, which I personally still think is going to be the future of flight simming. It's just not fully developed into that future yet. Drinking red wine tonight, as usual. So let's jump inside the cockpit for the first time. Now, what I will say is, I was mildly concerned that this wouldn't work at all, given that it's a freeware mod. So I have checked that it works. I have I have got it off the ground. It definitely does. It definitely does fly. So that's a good thing. What I haven't done yet is much more than that. So I haven't yet. What's going on with my chat as well? Jesus, this stream is car crash already. I haven't done much more than that, so we'll kind of just see whether this will make it all the way to Melbourne, whether we're going to have any issues there. I suppose first impressions of the cockpit, obviously, in comparison to the... Let's just turn this music. I don't know if you guys can hear the music as loud as I can, but geez, it's dramatic and it's loud. Yeah, obviously in comparison to the Braddock 3D, this actually looks like a 737 cockpit. It's got all the switches in the right place. It's well modeled. I guess from the inside, at least, it doesn't look too much different to a Microsoft Flight. Like, you can tell it's not got quite the level of texturing and modeling that a Microsoft Flight Sim plane would have, but yeah, it's pretty decent, right? And it's good to just see everything in the right place. On the outside, you can already tell, like, whether it's this freeware ISDG Sydney or whether it's you know, the rest of Australia, which we'll see obviously as we fly down the coast to Melbourne. The outside does not look as good as Microsoft Flight Sim. Let's get that out the way right now. It's very much lower fidelity in terms of graphics. So we'll put battery power on. Let's get this aircraft up and running. Standby power is already in auto. Emergency exits can be armed, and we will give ourselves some ground power. We will make sure that our logo light is on, that our wing lights. Please be seated for departure. Oh, that was early. Seated for departure already. Alright, well, let's just leave our logo lights on. Seems like that is a trigger for... Is it anti-collision that there's nav lights then? I want, like... Now, I also have to learn all the key commands for getting this to work, so... Forgive me while we, like, randomly jump around. There we go, so we've got... anti-collision is the beacon. And also you can tell, like, because I've learned to fly through Microsoft Flight Sim, I'm not really fully accustomed to, like, Boeing. So we'll see how it goes. Steady is nav. I haven't got steady. Oh, this one. Okay. Well, why don't they just say that? Cool. Let's start the APU and start the fuel pumps. And let's do our FMC. Oh no, let's align the IRS. Otherwise we'll be here all day waiting for that. So put these straight into nav as I understand it. Yeah, the camera's a bit weird. Like when I'm up here, I'm suddenly upside down. And now I'm stuck. While we're here, let's turn the yaw damper on too. I'll get back down somehow. Or just do like shift 9. There we go. Okay, IRS is aligning, which means we can now do... Press W. Oh, does that get me back to that view? cool. I can see you're gonna be a lot of help in today's stream, Abby. It's gonna be a bit messy, but that's fine. Ref airport Y SSY with control numpad. Okay. Can we see from the outside what gate we're at? Or is it not really marked here? Hey, nav lights worked. Oh, it is. Is that the gate marking? No gate marking. Let's say we're at... Let's get Navigraph up before we mess up before we even start. So airport. So obviously we're at domestic 1, Qantas, parking bays domestic. We're probably at 4. So we're at gate 4. That didn't do anything anyway. Okay, set IRS position, done. Routing, origin, Y, it carries that over, that's really good. YSSY, and we're going to do destination, YMML. Flight number, can we put QFA2125? We can. It's not a company route yet. I haven't saved any routes. And the runway today, let's do meter YSSY. Wind is 290 at 7 knots. 290 is closer to 34, so we'll go with 34 left as our runway. Perf init. We're going to come back to perf init in a minute. First of all, we're going to do our routing. So we've already filed, we've already got a route from SimBrief. We're going to take the DINA 7 departure. Oh, DINA 7 is a southerly departure now. If we go 34 left. We'll take a Sydney 2 departure. And then we go route. Sydney 2 vectors to Wollongong. Surely that would not work. Let's do this properly, shall we? For some reason, yeah, we will do it this way. Screw it. Legs. Oh, now I'm lost. Route. Next page. Here we go. Sydney 2 vectors to Wollongong. Well, we're not going to Wolverhampton, so Wollongong. And then from Wollongong, we're going the H65 Hotel 65 Airway. Then Razzie, Romeo Alpha, Zulu Zulu India. And from Razzie, we're going Quebec. 29 airway to Lizzie, and then we will put in our arrival into Melbourne when we are in the air, so we can activate and execute. Cool. Flight plan is in. We can't see anything yet because our IR is still aligning, as you can see here. But we can do takeoff performance. Now, as I understand it, we can do fuel, weights and balance in here. So here, payload. So the only problem is is there a settings button to change this into kilos? Or do I have to convert? And ground services, Avitab, save and load, teaming credits, back. No, I think we're stuck in kilos. Dang it. Alright, so we're gonna use our sim brief to give us our info here. So fuel is block fuel is 5351 kilos, which I need to turn into pounds. Kilos to pounds. Here we go, thanks Google. 11797. Fuel. 0 fuel weight. Should be. That's heavy. Why is this takeoff weight so much more than? Interesting. Let's put some people in. I don't know. Let's just spread the people across here. Hey, I didn't want. They all just go in as men. That's very typical, isn't it? Okay, that'll do. Payload. Okay, that's done. Performance for takeoff. Our runway is 34 left. Rating optimum. Atmospheric max. Flaps. What do you reckon? Flaps 5 takeoff. It's dry. The wind here is that's a payload total. Hi James, thanks for the welcome to X-Plane. Sorry I ignored your message. I was trying to figure out sim brief and flight planning and everything. Yeah, so with regards thoughts to the Zibo, I'm not really sure. I'm just getting some feedback. Sorry about that. So I haven't done a lot of flying in the Zibo intentionally to do the first bit of flying on stream. So we'll kind of see how it goes. The wind is to. Oh. How do I go back? Error. Yeah, I know. Oh man, this is a car crash. 2. Oh, it's here. Okay. 290 7 knots. Enter. Outside air is 14. QNH is 1022. AC auto AI on AC on. The takeoff weight was in payload. Takeoff weight 115931. Nine 3-1, and the CG was take off 22. Okay. Yeah. Now what do I do? Okay. Performance landing. Okay. 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 You can tell I'm learning. Okay, go to settings in the tablet and switch to kilos. We definitely need to do that. Here. Audio config. Aircraft presets. No. Audio manage states. No. No. Start flight leg. Blank space. Ah, of course, that's where it is. Hidden away. Kilos it is. Hectopascals it is. Hooray. Minimums in baro. No, minimums in radio. Hide yoke. Chocks on startup off. Cold and dark. Oh, well, I'm glad I found that. That's good. Realism. Tire blown. Oh gosh. This could end so badly. Home. Let's start a ground cruise. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Oh, IRS is aligned, that's good. Let's now do... let's do... perf init. So... what can we fill in here? We can fill in cruising altitude is flight level 320. Transition altitude is 10,000. Cost index is 31. Fuel. Wait, we've got cruise wind here. 227 at 65. We've got 0 fuel weight. 59,626. I'm assuming it's now in kilos, but who knows? Oh no, if it is in kilos, then we need 59.7. No. Getting there, 50. Okay, 59.7. 0 fuel weight. Cruise, yeah, reserves. Let's put in like 5. Execute. Okay, takeoff performance. Did we say flaps 5 takeoff? V speeds are there. Okay. I think we have done the FMC pretty well. Let's get some APU bleed, shall we? And do some other stuff on the overhead panel. So working our way down here, your dampers on, navigation, IRS is on, displays are auto, and Normal. Fuel pumps are all on. We're supposed to check that the cross fuel valve works. Does. Switching back. Standby power's in drive. Ground power is on and connected currently. APU should be running. We've got EGT. Do we have? And we've got duct pressure, so we should be able to switch over to APU gen and then turn off ground power. Cool. That worked. And we're going to put a little bit of panel lighting on. Equipment cooling normal. Emergency exits are armed. We've finished fueling, so we'll do seat belt signs on, chimes on, wipers are off. That's all good. We can put window heating on. Probes we'll do once we're taxiing. And wing anti-ice we shouldn't need here in Australia. We'll turn on the hydraulic pumps. And that's good. Our cruise altitude today is only 320, so we can wind that one back to 320. And we are getting there slowly. Landing altitude in Melbourne. Let's check the runway altitude in Melbourne to make sure we set that one up right. Airport elevation, basically 400 feet. Cool. We leave that in auto, we leave that in manual. Okay, overhead panel is done. If anyone knows the Zibo and spots that I'm missing something, please give me a shout. That's totally acceptable on today's stream. Okay. Now on the panel down here. We are on 122.8. What we haven't done is set the QNH by here. We should be in hectopascals, and the QNH I've already forgotten. Was 1022. Come on. Oh, middle. Little one. Little one. 1022. QNH is done. And Squawk. Why does Squawk start as 4? Should be like 2200. There we go. Just a second, I've got some stuff going on my phone. Hold on. I should switch some music as well to make sure I'm not going into. That's still on copyright free, but we should switch it. Switch it to this one because that one has a tendency to go into copyrighted music. This one doesn't. So this is what is it? Does it look different? It's pretty well modeled, the like Zibo cockpit with a decent computer. All right, I'm 40 minutes into the stream. We've got to be nearly there now. A little bit of lighting down here. Flight deck door auto. Hi, Mr. P. Deny. Lock fail. Oh yeah, I've got to actually close the door in this guy, haven't I? This is cool. We can see the cabin, and then close the door, and then isn't there like a switch I've got to click? I think I read. Or can I just do it now down here? Here we go. Denied. Okay. Hey, Mr. P. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. We are indeed. We are indeed in the Zibo mod tonight in X-Plane for the first time. I'm feeling very lost, not knowing where anything is or how this is going to work, but it's all good. We'll get there. So, we now have FMC done. We have all of this done. We can put that up to 10,000. We have no ATC. I am on VATSIM, but there's no controllers online, so we can do that. We need to set this knob to V2, which is 151. You closed your control. Are you controlling tonight? I didn't know that. Put a little bit more lighting, and we should be decently good-ish to go. You're at Oakland. Oh, I didn't know that. If I'd have known that, I would have been in the US, although I don't have any scenery yet for any US airports in X-Plane, so that probably wouldn't work. The only thing I'm not sure about is fuel. So I didn't know YouTube were official, by the way. How do I see fuel? That's here. That looks about right. 7,000 kilos of fuel, if that's kilos. Okay. Oh yeah, we didn't do fire warning. Should we do it? Lights and test. Wait. It's a bit quiet, the sim. Let's try and get. See if there's a volume. Ah, that's why. Nice. We want some good engine noises from the Zibo mod, definitely. Um, Here we go. Got too much stuff going on other screens. There we go, there we go, there we go. So much stuff going on. And it was a blur for the past 3 weeks. Ooh, juicy gossip by the sounds of it. I think we're ready to push back, you know? I need some wine. So you can see the plugins that I've got. Can you see that on the stream? Oh, it's just off the edge of the screen. Dang. The only plugins I put in is for my radio panel for the Logitech SATEC radio panels. I've got X-Pilot in, I've got better pushback, and I've got head shake. I'm sure there's way more that I can.
And ground to cockpit. G'day, mate. Go ahead and show me where you'd like to point now.
I will show you where I will point that. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Ground to cockpit. Tow's driving up right now.
Cool. Tow is driving up right now. Let's make sure that we capture the takeoff with the throttle cam. And I guess one thing I have to remember is not all my switches on my honeycomb are mapped. So the throttle is mapped, so that's good. So you can see here throttle is working just fine. I did speed brakes and flaps and trim.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed.
And gear, but a lot of other stuff I didn't do. So we'll see whether this is going to work or not. Oh, and obviously everything on the joystick is mapped as well, because I wanted to be able to do that, and my rudder pedals are mapped. So the flight should be alright, but the switches and stuff are not quite all there yet. Let's chuck up the camera so you can see the throttle. And how do I... Here we go.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready.
Cool. Release the parking brake.
Alright, starting the tow, and hey mate, go ahead and start the engines, mate.
Hey, go ahead and start the engines. That's what I was waiting for. So to start the engines, we need packs off. We need APU bleed on. We're going to start engine 2 by switching it to ground. And we're going to hope that we see an N2 rise. We do! Hooray! When that gets up to like 15, we're gonna go idle. Fuel flow. Nice. You know what? It's really nice having a pushback where you don't have to be sat outside like you do in Microsoft Flight Sim. And steering it yourself. In this case, we just trust that the pushback truck's going to do its job, and we can focus on starting the engines, which is nice. Alright, we're pushing. Very nice, very nice. Oh, it looks okay. Like, one thing I've seen about X-Plane is it kind of always looks a bit better when it's like dusk and night. When it's in the middle of the day, the light is a bit harsh and it just kind of looks icky, especially when you're coming from MSFS, but you know, it's okay. Okay, it looks like engine 2 was a good start. We're all good here. So let's flick our engine starter over to left and let's start up engine 1.
Alright mate, operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Okay, we need to do this. Click.
Alright mate, disconnecting tow, stand by.
Cool. Ooh, it's a nice bit of stereo sound coming in from the engines as well. I like it. This throttle cam, excuse me while I polish the lens. It's looking so smudgy and gross. Oh, that's nicer, isn't it? Ooh, I forgot to introduce. There we go. Disconnect and hand signals. So we're looking for the dude to come and wave to us and say that the pin is all good. Okay, that engine's coming up nicely.
Tow is disconnected, bypass pin is removed. Thumbs up on the left and catch you next time. Have a safe flight.
I don't see him on the left. Oh, he's driving away. Well, he must be done. That's alright. Okay, so auto brake to RTO and we want flaps 5. Now I don't quite know where the flaps thing lines up to on my throttle just yet. We do want taxi lights on. We want all of these lights on over this side. We want to switch over to main gen.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
And we can turn the APU off.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Okay, got everyone strapped in. We'll give them a ring if we need anything, as she said. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think I am, so let's release the park brake. I actually am on... Hey, we started rolling. Okay, well I'm hoping that the X-Pilot works. We'll see. Let's call it we've been together for 3 weeks. Ooh, it is juicy gossip then. Sydney traffic, Qantas 2125, taxiing to runway 34 left via Bravo. Got some nice noises. Let's see if Navigraph is kind of functional. Yeah. Does Navigraph moving maps not work with MSFS? Maybe I should go by Charlie, actually. Or Bravo. No, I think we would go Charlie on the way down. We got to get used to this taxiing as well. Well, congrats, Abby and Riri. I'm glad you found each other. take Charlie, which is this way. Yeah, I don't really know if taxiing is quite nice though. Feels very smooth. I've linked the tiller to my joystick twisty, and I've got the rudders obviously to the pedals. So that's quite nice. Quite a nice feel taxiing. Let's see if I do a better taxiing jobbo in X-Plane versus that sim and versus Microsoft. So we're gonna do, what should we do? A Lima intersection departure. Sydney traffic, Qantas 2125 taxiing via Charlie to Lima intersection departure, runway 34 left. Let's wind this one out just a little bit. Hey, what we never actually did is look at this flight plan. Yeah, so we're going to depart, obviously 34 left, we're going to be heading north. Then we're going to hang a left, we're going to vector ourselves to Wollongong, and then we're going to join the flight plan from there. It's a shame we didn't have a controller to tell me how to do that properly, but it's fine, I get it. Here we go. Crossing 25. Sydney traffic, Qantas 2125, crossing runway 25. Sydney. No idea if anyone's actually on at Sydney, and I can see if this is working, but it's all good. Do I have VAT spy up? No, I don't. Well, we'll load up VAT spy. Oh no, it's only me. Wait. Where am I? Am I not properly logged in? Oh, you know what? I'm not. Oh well, good job I checked. Sydney traffic, Qantas 2125, taxiing via Charlie, Lima, and Lima intersection departure, runway 34 left. Now let's see if we appear. Okay, we do appear now. Cool. I feel like this is a bit of a slow taxi, hey? That's better. It's very smooth. Obviously, oh, got a mosquito. Given that the what's going on here? The road just crosses the runway. Okay, well that's interesting. Pretty sure that goes under the runway in real life. Yeah, this, like, visuals look alright at this kind of time of day. Dusky. The lights look nice. The airport layout is accurate. I can deal with it. We do just need a bit of braking to make this turn. There we go. All good. Let's keep going. There's a little truck over here even. That's pretty cool. Sydney traffic, Qantas 2125 lining up runway 34 left. Okay, lining up. Oh, it feels nice. Yeah, the taxiing feels real good. Like the physics or whatever of the taxiing feels really nice. Okay, let's do it. Toga. A little bit of right rudder here. Yeah, right rudder. Keep us on center line.
80 knots.
80 knots already. Ooh. Physics is definitely different.
V1, rotate.
V1, rotate. Physics is definitely different. Positive rate, gear up. Pitch up. Oh, we don't have flight director on.
400.
That's a mistake. And we need to arm the auto throttle. Cool.
1000.
We want to go ahead. 1000. Okay.
1000 to go.
1000. And we're going to what? Engage the autopilot. Whoa, why are we descending? Don't descend. I want. Come on. That's not good. Level change. Oh, because of the speed. We can hear the trim wheel spinning away. Let's put this speed up to a nicer climb speed. There we go. Now we're going to vector ourselves around to the left. And head over to Wollongong. And we're going to... Whoa! Listen to those engines. Is that really loud for you guys? Maybe the sim does need to be turned down a bit. I'll keep that on and over here. There we go. Wow, that was loud. Cool. Sydney traffic, Qantas 2125 through 6,000 feet. And Wollongong to departure down to Melbourne. Sydney traffic. There's only one other person on the ground at Sydney, so it's no big deal. Let's keep this. No, we want that speed. We want to continue to accelerate. We can bring our flaps in now, actually. Auto throttle. What's that flashing? Why is the auto throttle thingy flashing? We're just going to climb all the way up to our cruise altitude, which today is 320. There we go, very nice. Just continue our climb. We're now going to do legs page with direct Wollongong. We've got Wollongong shown on here, so we can go to LNAV. We should keep turning around to Wollongong. And we'll come up to 250 knots. Okay. I mean, pretty smooth departure, given it's the first ever departure. Here. For some reason, we're still on heading select. FMC won't let me go to Wollongong. Come on. Not on intercept heading. Oh, okay. Well, this is because I'm obviously not used to the FMC having some actual intelligence. So no way would Microsoft Flight Sim ever say something like that, right? It would say, sure, I'll send you to Wollongong. I'll wiggle around. We've gone through our transition, which means we want to do standard. We'll keep bringing our speed up to 90. All right. So now we're going to, we've obviously seen Sydney, and if I can figure out the mouse control is the exact other direction from Microsoft. Anyway, so we took off, we did a U-turn, we're flying now over Sydney. It looks decent, you know? Like, okay, it's definitely not as good as Microsoft Flight Sim. But that's the last time I'm going to say that. We know the external view is lacking a bit of sexiness, but we've accepted it and we're going to move on from there. And I think it looks okay. You know? The lights look real good, actually. One thing that's really standing out to me is these lights look good. They look much... Sydney approach is on. Jesus. That's not good. 1244. Okay, this is our first attempt at VATSIM on Eggplane. Let's see how this goes. And we'll go back in the cockpit.
Flight Dog 202,
approach
3615.
402 with you, passing 9,000 feet for 3,000 feet on the River 3, arrival for runway 34 left.
Locked. Flight Dog 202, squawk 3615. 3615, Flight Dog 202. Qantas 402, traffic is at your 1 o'clock, unknown altitude, unverified.
We'll keep an eye out for the traffic at 1 o'clock, Qantas 402.
And Qantas 402, verify the arrival you're on, please.
River 3, arrival for runway 34 left. I have programmed in there, just let me know if you need me to change it.
Okay, we'll jump in here once we get some
descend
ability to get in here.
Descend
It's
in
the first time I've used
3,000
vPilot, so let me know if the audio sounds alright to you guys as well.
21 approach. Flight Dog 202, I don't... Jetstar, I'm flying with Jetstar at the moment, hold on.
Hey, why is my
Flight Dog
auto throttle not on?
202, no worries, descend by star 5000.
Is that working? Not on intercept heading. Oh, now it is.
Sydney approach, hello Anatolia 67 Echo.
That should be on speed as well, right?
Station calling, second.
That's just...
Approach, hello
it's
Anatolia
scary.
67 Echo.
67 Echo,
Come on.
Sydney approach, today.
Okay,
Good
we're...
evening, Kilo KSIFR clearance to Tokyo Narita Airport and stand number 35.
And 67 Echo, sorry, how do I pronounce the call sign?
Say again, please.
67 Echo, how do I pronounce the call sign, please?
Anatolia.
Anatolia, confirm.
Affirm.
Anatolia, 67 Echo, stand by for clearance.
Roger.
Sydney approach, Qantas 2125 through flight level 260 for 320, inbound Wollongong.
Station calling, verify you're just flying overhead Sydney.
Just departed Sydney down to Melbourne. We are Wollongong Razzie flight plan route.
No worries, thanks. You can monitor Unicom 122 decimal 8. Cheers.
Monitor Unicom 122.8. Thank you. See ya.
Ciao.
Alright. It's going well. It's going well. No major panics apart from when we had to talk to HEC for the first time, but that proves that we're going to go max 7.8. That proves that V-Pilot's working, so that's good. Don't know how this is going to look later in the evening, but at the moment, sunset's looking very nice. You know what? We can turn off some lights now, right? Taxi lights can come off. I think all of these side can stay on. Maybe wheel well lights can come off. I don't know why wheel well's over there. Surely it should be over this side, but maybe that can just stay on. FMC preset. Not on intercept heading. What's it doing, man? Surely we are. Surely we're inbound Wollongong on LNAV. Guess the test is... Oh, TCAS is off. Guess the test is whether we turn when we get to Wollongong. TCAS is over here, right? TA. TARA. Do we need to set above and below on Boeing? Don't know. Hey, we're at least making that turn as planned.
1,000 to go.
Alright, we're nearly at cruise already. Ooh. Okay, those smoke effects don't look that good, do they? This cinematic camera I'm loving. It's nice. Should probably jump to a... we're right over Wollongong now. This is Wollongong. Very nice. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions so far about my thoughts on Zibo mod now that we're in cruise, go ahead and let me know. As things are going at the moment, it's decent. I'm good. So my thoughts are basically, obviously, wait, let's jump inside so we don't have this engine noise. Here we go. Whoa. What was that? Cabin altitude. Why? Packs to auto. Is that right? Can anyone help me out with cabin altitude alert? How do we tell what's going on here? We probably want more panel. Somewhere over here, right? Packs. Let's do packs to high. And those are all on. We can have that alert the whole time now. That's really annoying. Oh, there we go. Found the button. It's too late now. Right, so it never gets pressurized again once you're up. Dang it. We could descend and then go back up. But we're not going to. We'll just ignore that. We'll put some duct tape over that light. Just want to watch. You just want to watch. Okay, Emmy, that's fine. So let's just hope we don't suffocate to death from this, and let's ignore it. Other than that, let's center our heading bug. Now we just fly along basically as fast as we can on our flight plan route. Mach decimal 8. Everything's good. So you know what, the cabin and obviously the airplane systems really good so far. I'm loving the level. Oh, it's gone. Hooray. I'm loving the level of immersion, the realism that's here. It's clearly above any aircraft that I've flown in the other sim. So that's awesome. I'm not so sure about how things look out here, but I said I wasn't going to mention that. You know how much I love a good sunset, and this sunset is like, I don't know, a JPEG rather than a beautiful, beautiful sunset. That's all good. Everything up here is good, hopefully. I guess with a more realistically modeled aircraft, I need to be a bit more on the ball about remembering to do stuff. Like turn the packs on so we don't all suffocate to death on the way to Melbourne. Okay, so we're turning now inbound to Melbourne. Well, Melbourne City, not Melbourne Airport. Hardware. So many options here. Which one? Okay. I know it's boring for you guys, but no one's chatting, so I'm just going to play around with this stuff. See what happens. The wine tonight is a continuation of Tuesday night's wine. It's a 2019 Cabernet Sauvignon from South Australia. Whoa, we just lost and gained some clouds. That was weird. I guess the weather updated a bit. Everything's still on, so we're good. I like that it's just completely managing the speed too. It's really good. Like I literally don't really have to do very much at the moment. It's way less workload than what you have in the A32NX in Microsoft Flight Sim, because in that you're like continually working to do stuff. Riri. Hey, you're still here, Riri. Emmy. Yeah, it is kind of magic. It feels like, especially without any yet to be perfected. Yeah, yet to be perfected. But it feels like, because I don't have any ATC on either, right? So the point is no ATC. I do have VNav, I do have LNav, so basically I don't actually have to do very much. I just have to let the plane fly itself to the ILS now, and then intercept the ILS and then land it. And I'm pretty sure it's even got dual autopilot, dual Cat 3 landing capability, so we could do that too. We need to set the meter. Melbourne, we need to set the QNH, which is 1027. Right there. 1027. There we go. Set that just there. But I guess what it makes you appreciate. Out disagree. What does that mean? All these things popping up that I've never seen before because I've never flown a plane with real systems, well modeled complete systems. It makes you appreciate the actual, like, all the additional stuff that should really be in all the planes in MSFS but aren't there. And obviously that's what everyone in the community has been saying, but as someone who's never flown in it before, like, I had no appreciation for it. So it's cool, it's a good experience. As I said, I won't be spending money on X-Plane because I believe that Microsoft Flight Sim is the way to go for the future. But for whatever I can do for free to make this a good experience, I'm going to do it. And every now and again I'll stream it, and hopefully people enjoy that. We're coming down through some clouds. I wonder if I should have some anti-icing on just in case, because it's cold in Melbourne, and also we do have some anti-icing. Look at this, we should have stopped at 9,000 but we didn't. Interesting. We also need to consider slowing down pretty soon. The star is Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival for runway 16. So we should be at, okay, so at NSEG we need to be at 230 knots, at Delta we need to be at 180 knots. Whoa, clouds. Yeah, the clouds model and stuff, it really is a little bit disconcerting. Oof. Look at these, like, weird clouds that are jumping up in front of our windscreen here. It's dry though, so we should be okay. No rain. Okay, so below 9,000 for us, which we're at. We need to be below 6,000 at Nefa and at 230. What's this? We've got some juice on the window. Let's put the wipers on. Definitely. That's cool. That's a cool little rain effect, isn't it? Now the rain looks better in Microsoft because it has the, like, streaking effect, which obviously we're going real fast, like 240 knots, which is like 300 miles an hour. The rain wouldn't just sit on the window like this, it would off the edge. But what we don't have in Microsoft is the wipers actually moving the water away, which is quite nice. Quite a nice little effect. we basically just continue descending. I'm considering taking it over at some point just to get this speed down a bit, because we do need to be at 180 knots by this turn. Can't see anything yet, we're not visual. I think I'm going to turn that dome light off just to give us a bit better visibility in the cabin, and turn some of these floodlights just down a little bit so that we can see what we're doing. We're also going to shortly we'll get the other cam back up so you can see the landing. Throttles for landing. Like, I feel like I wonder what would happen if we went flaps 1. Whoa, the auto throttle kicked in like 100%. Okay, we don't want that. What's it doing? It's going crazy. Oh, the auto throttle turned off. Oh my god. It's a disaster. Speed brakes. Okay, we might be able to bring the speed back down. That's not good. We're now 300 knots and only 4,000 feet. The radio altimeter just kicked in. I'm going to take over this. I'm going to take over this speed control manually. We should be sticking at 3,000. Okay, that's good. We're going to bring the speed right down so that when we actually get there, we'll be at the right speed. Phew, man, that could have been a disaster. I don't know what happened then. Clearly, putting your flaps out during VNAV, not a good idea. But this is fine. This is fine. We should be able to recover this. We're going to be a bit fast for this turn at Belter. So we're going to allow the plane to do that turn, and look, at least it's got this awesome LNAV ability. So we're now below our first flap speed, which means we can start putting flaps out and start slowing this aircraft down a bit. And it looks like Melbourne's coming into view, which is awesome. Look at that, we're below the clouds. There's the airport coming off to the left. That's great, we can see it from a nice distance. I love that about this. Let's bring the speed brake back in. We can probably go a little bit more flaps. Flaps 15. We're like borderline too fast for flaps 15, but we can start slowing. Can we grab the localizer from here, do you reckon? We'll just go approach mode. What's it doing? Why is it turning? No? Come on, where's the localizer? That's not good. It's definitely missed this localizer. Okay. Plane, what are you doing? Alright, here's where we realize that something's not quite right with this aircraft, but we're going to I guess maintain 160 knots, We'll bring the flaps back up a little bit so that we are good. For some reason this plane wants to just turn and turn and turn. We need to check here. Hold arrival routes length in 1 minute. There's definitely nothing there. Got our ILS set correctly here. 1016 is 109.7 with a course. Maybe because I didn't set the course. Course needs to be 160. Like, we're just going around in circles at this point. Heading. I'm going to use heading mode to bring us back into here. Okay, here's where you need to do a bit of recovery. We're going to use heading mode to bring us back onto the flight path. And I don't know why it did that. Unknown problem. Right now it's trying to do app. Automatically did app. Is it going to do it this time? Surely we've flown through it again. Come on. Come on, plane, you can do it. Yeah, now straighten out. Now where's the glide slope? Alright, I think we've managed to get the... I think we managed to get the localizer, but have we got a glide slope? Oh, we're descending. We must have. Yeah, we have. Okay, guys. It's a car crash of an arrival into Melbourne. It's alright though. Actually our ref speed is 140 and we need to be a little bit above it. So we'll go down to here. Bring our flaps all the way out. I think probably landing gear now. Come on, landing gear, you can do it. Even landing gear is playing games with us. Fair enough. Alright, well, we recovered after a very disastrous flight. Disastrous arrival. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think it was because I didn't have the course set, which is my bad. Didn't realise that that was a requirement in the 7.3. Obviously haven't flown this before. Anyway.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Alright, we're good. Thanks, co-pilot. First officer. We're at 1,000 feet. We are stable, surprisingly. We're approaching minimums. Believe it or not, I am going to try and land this manually, because why not after this flight, really? So we are now at minimums. We're going to disengage the autopilot, disengage the auto throttle. And let's just fly it in.
400.
A little bit low on that glide.
300.
more straight ahead view. There we go.
200.
Ooh, we are low. It's alright. We're low, but it's alright. Kind of I need to be able to
100.
see that 100 feet. We're just a
50. 40. 30.
bit to the left of the center line.
20. 10.
20. Woo. Oh, we slammed that one down, that's for sure. Reverses are out. Whoa.
80 knots.
80 knots. Oh yeah, I'm not good at this steering malarkey. Oh, we could try and get off there. And we made it into Melbourne. That was a disastrous approach. Landing not too bad. A little bit low on the glide slope, but you know what? We made it. So... Oh, but we're actually in Qantas, so we want to go left. Go left here. You want to take taxiway Tango around the terminal. This should be actually Alpha over to Tango, I think. Alpha here. Yeah, that's good. We're going to take Alpha and then we're going to turn right onto Tango. We managed to, I think, exit. I think we took Golf as our exit, which is alright. We want to disarm the auto brake, that's good. We want to start the APU. We should have our taxi lights on, really. And runway turn off lights on for now. Cool, that's better. We can see where we're going now. Hey, this Melbourne scenery looks a bit better than the Sydney scenery, you know? Oh, if I can figure out how to steer the plane would be good. There we go, so we're passing the international terminal. Yeah, it looks nice at night, definitely. There seems to be a highway crossing the airport. What the heck is going on here? Or just a crap load of airport vehicles, actually. Where have they all come from? They're getting very busy. What a disaster. So where's the Qantas domestic terminal? That's a good question, isn't it? I think it's got to be over here somewhere. Guessing this pier? This is the car park, so we don't want to go over there. Alright. This is it. We found it. Okay, and this marks the end of the stream as well. So I guess wrap up thoughts and we're gonna brake a bit, and we're gonna turn in here. Ooh, overshot that as well. Can't see anything in this darkness. Let's just pull it in here. Yeah, so other than not setting the course for the ILS, which caused us to fly around in circles a little bit, there we go, that'll do. Parking brake can come on. Hooray. We can kill one engine. We can switch over to APU. We can kill the other engine. We can turn the seatbelt signs off. What's the elect warning? Should be good. No. APU bleeds on. APU's on. APU gen's on. We can turn our lights off here. Ooh. Look at this. We did make it. Oh, we kind of missed the stopping point. Oh my god. Well, that parking job is kind of very descriptive of how the flight went as a whole, right? Like, we got there and it was an enjoyable flight, but we did kind of miss the mark just a little bit, and that's fine. It's the first time I've actually done a complete flight in the 737 Zibo. It was good fun. I hope everyone else had fun. My wrap up is like, look, clearly the systems in this plane are well beyond what we've got in Microsoft. It's really going to be really fun to learn to fly this plane as a proper 737, which is awesome. Will I always be flying in X-plane now? No. I think that Microsoft still brings a lot to the table, and it's still probably really enjoyable, probably more enjoyable to fly and stream, to be honest. But just because of the looks and because of the interest that it's got in it from the community. But I'll be back in X-plane. Don't get me wrong. I'll be back in X-plane. I'll be back flying the Zibo, and hopefully next time we'll have a few less mistakes. So thanks for watching, everyone. That brings us to the end of today's stream. The next stream will be on Sunday. Hopefully we have less technical things going on. I'll try and figure out what the heck was going on today. On Sunday we'll be doing Microsoft Flight Sim for sure, and it will be in the US probably. We'll be doing a little bit of VFR flying and see how we get on. So thank you for watching. Thanks everyone who joined the chat this evening, and I will see you on Sunday. Goodbye.